Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today my hair is in a bun because it is time to be productive and get stuff done. But today what we're going to be doing is decluttering and switching over my entire wardrobe. And this is something that I like to do twice a year because all the clothes in my closet are generally divided into one of two categories, either warmer weather or colder weather clothes. And as the seasons change, I just like to switch them out so that the clothes that are in my closet and most accessible are going to be the ones that are seasonally appropriate. So I'm excited to dive right into this. We're going to begin this process by getting out all of the clothing that I own and putting it on this bed. And then we'll go through and figure out if there's anything that I want to declutter, and then finally finish it off with switching over my clothes from my warmer weather clothes to my colder weather clothes. So that's the plan for today, and I am so excited to crack out all of my cozy winter sweaters. If you haven't already though, be sure to hit that subscribe button below for more simple and intentional living videos coming at you twice a week. But now let's get right into this. All right, so we now have all of the clothing I own out here on this bed behind me, whether that's sleepwear, activewear, loungewear, summer clothes, winter clothes, it is all on this bed. And what I want to do next is essentially just go through each piece like one by one and figure out when was the last time I wore it, did it add value, did I enjoy wearing it, and will I want to wear it going forward? Those are kind of the questions that I like to ask myself as I'm going through my clothing. So let's get right into this, and then after we finish up with the decluttering, I'll share with you exactly what I'm planning on getting rid of and why. Also, as I go through this, a quick pro tip to make the decluttering process a bit more enjoyable is to pop on a podcast or a TV show in the background, or just something to keep your mind occupied. It can make it a little bit more of a fun activity for you. And then I also too love having a tea or some other kind of fun drink to sip on while decluttering as well. All right, so everything is now gone through and decluttered, but I quickly wanted to show you guys how exactly I've got this organized. So first off, this is all of my hanging clothes. Normally when they're up in my closet, I have it divided into like dresses and jumpsuits, and then tops go separately, but for now they're just all in one place. We have some extra hangers there for things that are either out of season or that I'm decluttering. Right here, I've got a few items that I just want to try on before making a decision about. So for these two, I haven't worn them in quite a while, so I just want to get a feel for if I actually want to keep them or not. And then this one actually has a bit of a hole in it down here, so I just want to see if that hole is visible when it's on, and if not, I'll probably keep it because I do like this top. Then I have my pants over here. We have tops over here, so a couple more autumnal t-shirts, and then some sweaters that I was bad and stole out of there on a couple of the colder days we've had so far. And then I also have my activewear here, sleepwear, and then these are the things that I'm either going to declutter or that I need to get repaired. This one I want to take these straps up on, and then this guy, I found a hole in it, so that needs to get fixed. And then over here we have some off-season clothes that are going to go in here once we make the switch. But then now what I want to do is try on these three pieces, figure out if I want to keep them or not, and then I will walk you through what I am decluttering. So just tried those few things on and I decided I'm definitely going to keep the shirt when it's tucked in, which is normally how I wear that shirt. You can't see the holes in it at all, so I think we're good to go with that one. And then for the blazer, I'm going to keep that in my wardrobe over the course of the next season, and if I still haven't worn it, I will declutter it at that point. But I do really like the color and the fit. I felt like was really good on me, so I want to give it one last go. For this dress, so let's start talking about the things I'm going to declutter. I really like the fit and the color, but it is just extremely dressy, and my life is not that. Even most of the weddings that I attend, this would be too dressy for, so I will be decluttering this. It does actually still have the tags on it from when I originally bought it, so I'm going to try selling this guy, but yeah, it's just one of those items that I really like. I just don't think that it really fits my life or lifestyle, especially now that I'm working from home full time. Okay, the next item I'm going to be decluttering is another fancy dress. Again, with this one, I don't really have a ton of occasions where I can actually wear more, dressy items. But then on top of that, while I love the color and the sleeve detail of this dress, I've never found that the fit of it was particularly flattering. It's kind of like a shift dress, I believe is the name of that style, and I don't look great in it. I'm petite, but I'm fairly curvy, and so I've just never found that it was best suited to my body. So because of that, and because I don't have a ton of occasions where I can wear it, I'll be decluttering it too. Along those lines, we have two more professional shirts here. While I do really like the fit of this one, it is a bit more juvenile, so I don't wear it all that often, and it's also maybe a tiny bit too small on me now. I've had it since I think I was a teenager. And then this one, I just haven't ever found the sleeves flattering, so even though these could work as more casual tops, I don't really wear them for a couple of the reasons I mentioned. And then I have a few basics here that are just kind of worn out. This white t-shirt doesn't have a hole in it yet, but I can see where there's about to be one because the material is very thin in a few places, but then the armpits are also stained. And then the same thing goes for this long sleeve shirt. This one is in better condition, so I will probably donate this one, but just the style of it, it's like a long sleeve t-shirt, which I liked the idea of in theory, but I just never really wore it, so I'll be decluttering this one too. And then I have a pair of jeans here that are just a bit too long on me, and because of that, I never actually wear them. So I'll probably try either selling these or passing them on to a friend who is a bit taller than me. And then I just have a basic kind of graphic tee here that I've often used for working out, but in the past 6 months to a year, I can't actually remember the last time I wore it when working out or doing any kind of outdoor activity or anything like that, so I just don't think that I need it anymore. And then the final two items that I will be decluttering from my wardrobe are these two button-down tops. I think I'm beginning to, as I understand my personal style more, understand that button-downs really aren't a key wardrobe element for me. I know that they are for many people, and while I am holding on to one plain white button-down, which I think is a really versatile piece, I just don't think that I need to own that many because they aren't something that I tend to gravitate towards and reach for that often. So I am going to be decluttering these as well. So that's everything we're going to be decluttering today. I think we have 9 or 10 items, and even though that might not sound like a lot, when you consider the fact that I have a fairly minimal wardrobe, probably less than 100 clothing pieces total, that's a pretty significant amount. It's almost 1/10 of my wardrobe. So I'm excited to kind of have made some of those tough decisions and finally be moving on from some of, especially those professional pieces that I knew I needed to declutter for a long time and have just been putting off. But our decluttering is now done, so let's move on to the second stage in this process and switch over some of my clothes. We'll get out all of my cold weather clothes, which I think is just mostly some large sweaters, and then put away the summer clothes. Okay, and this is what the fully organized closet looks like. Let's start off with this hanging section right here. I just have my jeans, some lighter weight long sleeve tops and sweaters, as well as some t-shirts. My thicker, chunky sweaters. I don't like damaging the shoulders on them by hanging them up, so I try to make sure that they are folded whenever possible. So we've got 2 rows of chunkier ones, and then I have my activewear and sleepwear at the bottom, all of my hanging clothes, and then we have like just general tops that can go on hangers whenever possible. I do like to hang things up just because I find it easier to see them all. So we've got like flannels, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, things like that. Same thing, we have underwear and then bras and socks and all that jazz goes in there. And then my off-season storage up here and my one little beanie for winter. All right, well that is our completed wardrobe declutter and switchover. The final thing I wanted to share with you was I have 3 pairs of socks here that I will also be decluttering. As I was going through them, they all had holes in them, so we'll be getting rid of those as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me as we decluttered today, and hopefully this video can inspire some decluttering of your own. The final quick thing I wanted to share here is that this week it is actually my birthday, and so as a little celebration of that, I'm going to be offering 15% off of my ebook, The Simple Guide to Decluttering Your Home. So if this video has you excited to declutter, but you're looking for some direction or inspiration, be sure to check that out. You can use the code BIRTHDAY for 15% off at checkout, and that's going to be valid for the next week. That is everything I've got for you today though, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.